How an improperly done foreign divorce can rob you of your immigration benefits in the US, including citizenship. A short story. Hello, this is Osas, Iyamu, immigration attorney at law offices of Osas, Iyamu. Today I want to talk about the impact of foreign divorces on marriage-based green card in the US. If you're a foreigner who was previously married outside the United States and you obtained a foreign divorce from your home country prior to you getting married to a US citizen or a permanent resident within the US, you have to be sure that divorce document is valid and was obtained from the proper channels. Again, this is one of the reasons why looking through the Department of State reciprocity schedule is in your best interest. So imagine you as a foreigner believing that you obtained your divorce, you're properly divorced and legally free to marry that American citizen spouse or permanent resident spouse. You go ahead, you get that marriage license and you get married, only to realize maybe during the immigration process that that divorce was not valid. And because the divorce was not valid, your marriage to your US citizen spouse or permanent resident is also not valid. So where does that leave you in terms of the immigration process? If this is discovered before you put in that immigration application, it can readily be fixed. If you file the immigration application and it is discovered by the government during the adjudicatory process, and on the basis of that the case is denied, but you're still together with your spouse, guess what? It can be fixed. But however, let's take a very critical look at a situation where you filed that application with the government, they didn't catch the error or the deficiency in that divorce document. Your case is approved. You got that green card. Now you're excited, you're home free, you're a permanent resident. And then let's fast forward a couple of years down the line. You're no longer with this American citizen spouse or permanent resident spouse, and it's time to file to become a naturalized US citizen. You put in that application for naturalization, not having the slightest clue that anything could go wrong. As far as you're concerned, it's a done deal because everything should go fine. And during the course of investigation, the government then discovers that the foreign divorce that you obtained years ago was not valid. And hence your marriage to a US citizen or permanent resident was not valid. And hence the green card you obtained on the basis of that marriage is not valid. And then you're told, sorry, that green card was approved in error. You were never a permanent resident, and because you were never a permanent resident, you're not eligible for naturalization to become a US citizen. Where does that leave you? I know the scenario may sound scary. What I'm trying to say is you need to pay attention to ensure that any foreign divorce is properly done and obtained so you don't have any problem with any immigration application down the road.